Any other questions or comments? I'll open back up to the public.
John Hidahl, El Dorado Hills. I want to thank Council Livingston for coming and talking to me about what he set up here. And again, my concern is the transparency and the perception that the public has when you take and have two different statements of work, basically. One that's paid for by developers and one is paid for by the county, even though it's a county CEQA.
Right.
Having those things move forward gives one the impression that there may be something going on behind the scenes. So in my experience, what it really comes down to is the confidence you have in the integrity of the person doing the work. If that person can truly separate what they're doing, not that they can't use information, but if they can truly separate in terms of the billing, so that all the billing is done accurately, like a separate contract would be. You can have separate line items in a contract, but the billing has to be by line item. If you can truly do those things and feel confident that that person is properly segregating those costs, I've seen that done, and I don't have an issue with that part of it. But my question is, can you really rely on that, given everything that goes on in a churn of a business environment, in a law firm, where you have primarily one person who's trying to make sure that from a time card perspective, if you will, that they're charging a half an hour over here and a quarter of an hour over here, and then going back and charging 3/4 an hour over here. So it becomes an accounting thing that you're really looking for. So it comes down to the integrity of the individual and the business, in my opinion. That's why I leave it up to the board to make the decision. But I appreciate the input that council provided, and I recognize the economies of scales and the things they're trying to accomplish. It's just a question of, is this give the public the right view of what's going on, and can you truly separate the costs? Thank you.
Well, I think that was important to have this discussion.
Yeah.
Any further public comment relative to item 8?